Hi, my dear friends. Welcome to prasanthvedgarb Business Lessons channel. Today, we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. As entire investment community is bit of a disarray or doubtful whether to do or not to do, to be or not to be, like Amitabh Bachchan's words, to be or not to be. So most of the people have got some kind of a confusion state. That is why I brought up this video. Today there is a lot of volatility in particular set of stocks because of this Hindenburg report, Adani issue, then new budget, exemptions. So where to invest? People are just haywire and picking their hairs, and then recession fears, increasing interest rates. It doesn't keep seems to go down. Even in India, repo rates are going up. The pre-COVID level, this 6.5% repo rate. The same way, US is also interest rate is going up and up. Our EMI is going up. Our home loans are going up. And we don't see the FD rates are going up as it used to be 9.5%. No, it's never going to happen again, my dear friends. But definitely today we will try to address those issues where even your fixed income, there is a lesser risky options are available. So when the equities are pricey, so some market valuations are very high. People are saying that valuations, P/E ratios. So people are picking news, all the negative news here and there, and then they are quite confused whether to invest in equities, whether to invest in balance funds, ULIP, all those issues are there. So we will just try to analyze this, and then I just thought about nobody is talking about a fixed income, right? So fixed income means what? We will just discuss it about what is fixed income. And quite clearly today I just thought of going to this fixed income assets. For more information, sorry, it has come the last slide. It happens. Okay, 10 ways to get fixed income. So today I'm going to talk about 10 ways to get fixed income. What are all those, right? So we'll just see. What is fixed income? Before going to the 10 ways of what is the fixed income and all, but always, my dear friends, you should know where you are investing, what is the basis of fixed income, why I am investing, why now. So these are all the basic questions. So I try to address a few W's, not how. Certainly you will ask me how, you come to my advisors, then they will know. But I'll tell you about what is fixed income. So fixed income is nothing but this is investment a great way to generate a steady stream of income over time. Fixed income, so they keep on giving steady stream of income in particular interval to you, so with a lesser risk. And what is the second? They are generally considered to be safe investment options as they offer guaranteed return on your money, albeit at a lower than some high risk investment. Yeah, so when there is no risk, you will have to shell out. When there is higher risk, higher returns, low risk, low returns. So there will be certain low risk. Then amount of payout can vary depending upon the type of fixed income. So there are so many varieties of fixed incomes are there, but that period schedule remains fixed. It's not same, it's fixed, predetermined. So that is what fixed income schemes are. Then why fixed income investments are necessary? So generally, my dear friends, it is to basically diversify the portfolio. You should not put all the eggs in one basket as the things goes. So it is to just to diversify your portfolio and reduce the risk. You are just hedging. So what is going to happen? Because whenever you are investing in equity, so order the priority of returning money, even if it is any bonds or somewhere, first it goes to whosoever have given the loans, so they will get first after government. So if a company goes for liquidation, generally the government dues are paid first, then to the salaries of the employees, then to the debtors, then to, if something is remaining balance, if the liquidation happens, then the shareholders get that money. But generally it won't happen, so God forbid that. But that is why the fixed incomes are basically a debt investment. They reduce the risk. Your capital is protected to an extent. But we have seen a lot of even fixed income goes for 6. So that should not happen because of the rating or company going default. So that is a rare occasions. But per se, fixed incomes are lesser risk. And they offer investors the ability to receive regular income and have less risk of losing money than other type of investment. Yes, as the definition goes, it provides uh, stability also. It gives every regular income period, and it is not possible for every kind of investor to get money and manage money actively. For them, fixed incomes are great source of investment. And why now? So, very good question. The why now is nothing but volatile markets. My dear friends, markets are volatile. Market is either at peak or either at bottom, or one day we are seeing thousands points going down, other day 1,000 points rallying up. So markets are volatile. India volatility is also high. Some people say valuations are higher. Then price evaluation of stocks, some stocks are highly valued, P's are 100, P is 65, 75. So crazy, as per the Benjamin Graham, they said that it is a margin of safety, P should be somewhere between 14 to 20 or 8 to 12. So those things are not happening as per the, we cannot be bookish, but the P multiples are going higher and higher. The many stocks, they have got 100 or 75, even the India index P somewhere around is pricey. So that is the reason you have to apportion some amount in fixed income. And recession fears. So there will be keep on periodically, we are seeing in newspapers and periodicals, recession is coming in US, recession is coming in Europe. So already Ukraine and Russia at war. What will happen to China after that COVID closure? So a lot of issues, and then next year we are going to see elections. So there is a fear. There's always a fear is fed constantly. That is also market volatility index VIX, we say, that's going up. So for that reason also, you should apportion some amount of your money, that is your basket, into fixed income. Then increasing interest rates. As I said earlier, interest rates are increasing. When you are borrowing, you are going to borrow at higher rate, that is 8.5 or 9%. Of course, this is basically a temporary phenomenon, I believe. For a market which is going for a long growth story, the more money should come in for expenditure. So in that case, I am saying this higher interest rate is the temporary phenomenon. Still, we are not seeing any FD rates are going up. So we are only borrowing rates are going up for housing loan or two-wheeler or four-wheeler. But there are avenues where you can earn higher than FD. So that is exactly, we are going to see some of the popular products in fixed income category. This is the main agenda of today. What are all the basic products, popular products in fixed income category? So big table I have brought in from newspapers and other columns. So it's available in the public domain, but still for my viewers, I just want to put it in black and white so that explanation can be given. Basic, first thing first, bank FDs. So we'll see avenues, what all the avenues, then what is the tenure and typical returns and liquidity and pros and cons. It is a short video, my dear friends. I cannot give the entire pros and cons and everything. I am just giving the gist of it. Just make out of it where you want to invest according to your requirement. If you want anything from my side, any advice, it's given in description box. Contact me or call my advisors. They will definitely help you how to get according to your specific needs. So first we go bank FDs. Right from 7 days to 10 years you can invest in bank term deposits. Typical returns are 3.5 to 9%. Yeah, 9%. Some banks are giving 9%. I don't want to name those banks. Basically, if the higher the interest rate means it's a smaller bank. That is the one thing you can go as thumb rule. Higher the interest rate, smaller the bank, there will be less, they will be having less capital. So basically, the common somewhere around 7% is the basics. Somewhere decent return you will be getting, but 9% very few banks are giving. Then liquidity. My dear friends, premature withdrawals are available whenever you want. Bank will give you immediately, but high penalty. That is liquidity high and penalty on premature withdrawals is there. Depend on the percentage. Some banks penalty 2% or so. And pros and cons, low return. So you cannot beat the inflation. If it is FD means you will not beat the inflation. Suppose the bank is providing only 7%, but the inflation is somewhere around 6.5 or 7%. How much you are earning per year? Nil. 0%. Next year your value of money is going to be the zero only, and then the 100 rupees of stuff you will be buying for 107 rupees next year. TDS deducted if the interest rate is more than 40,000 rupees. Then comes corporate FDs. You must have gone through while talking. I couldn't put the slides as it was earlier, but corporate FDs 1 to 10 years, 6 to 9%, 6.9 to 9%, 3 months lock-in, premature withdrawals penalties there. The last column, it's risky. You see the company, its background, how is the financials, read through the financials, then invest. Some companies are also giving corporate FDs in the name of unsecured convertible debentures. Please see, my friends, it's my personal experience. Some of the renowned companies in and around this place, I just went and asked for a higher FD by seeing their 9%, but in fact, when I was seeing going through the finer details, it was an unsecured convertible debentures. So do your math and then go through the details, then invest. So it is risky, depend upon the company reputation. So lower rated companies can be avoided altogether. You need not go, right? Then comes post office, 1 to 5 years, 6.5 to 7%. So sasta chukao hamesha stable. So post office, if you don't want any kind of risk, you can go to 6.5 to 7% as on date. It may go down in future years, depend upon the repo rates, but there is no withdrawals before 6 months, penalty for early closure or withdrawals. Penalties everywhere. And then high on safety and consistency, premature withdrawals attract penalty even after 1 year. Then senior citizens savings schemes. That's for those who are more than 60 years of age, they can invest in senior citizen schemes. 5 years is the tenure, 8% return as on date is 8%. If withdrawn early, penalty is applicable. And pros and cons, high on safety of capital, low on liquidity, and consistent return you are going to get. PPF, one of the favorite subjects. You should have it, my dear friends. PPF is a one such basket which gives a compound return. I'll come to that. So 15 years is the tenure. So if you start from today, PPF means in every month you can keep on investing, or otherwise you can also invest once in a year. So minimum amount there is somewhere around 500 rupees. Maximum you can invest in a year 1.5 lakhs. So it is advisable if you invest in PPF between 1 to 4th of every month, you will be getting compound interest rate for that month also. That is a break-on. So I'm not sure that how it works, but generally it says that between 1 to 4th of every month, if you apportion and invest in PPF as a monthly SIP, it gives you as on date 7.1% interest rate. Low on liquidity, only partial withdrawals subject to conditions. So there is a condition to withdraw. You cannot withdraw just like that. So you'll have to complete certain number of years, 5 years or 10 years. Then the first 5 years they will give 40% or something like that. And then you are getting a tax-free return, my dear friends. So whatever you invest in PPF, the compounded interest rate, tax-free return, low on liquidity. Of course, after putting 10 years or 15 years, you can withdraw good some money. But even after 15 years, you can also extend it for another 15 years or 5 years. That is a very good avenue available in PPF. If you have not taken PPF, definitely your basket should have PPF. Even if you have got a company EPF, PPF is good. And Mahila Samman Saving Certificate. What is Mahila Samman Certificate? Samman Saving Certificate. In this current budget, our finance minister has announced Mahila Samman Saving Certificate, tenure for 2 years, 7.5% return, fixed return, and partial withdrawal. So only in the name of girl, Mahila means female, only in the name of girl child or woman can invest a maximum of 2 lakhs. Partial withdrawals available. So supposing if you are investing 7.5% means it works out somewhere around the yield is 16,000 something. So if you are investing 1 lakh means you will be getting 15,000, but yield will be somewhere 16,225. That's where I read. But 2 lakhs, for 2 lakhs you will be getting 15,000 rupees as interest rate. Then comes RBI bonds. RBI bonds are one of the safest. It's like giving money to Government of India. 7 years bond, typically 7.35% return, You cannot, it is illiquid. In one word, illiquid. You cannot just go for partial withdrawal and all. And then half yearly payout. How the payout is half yearly. Then government securities, and then T-bills, treasury bills. This depend on 181 days to 40 years. 6.5% to 7.76. Low on liquidity. Need to hold till maturity. If you are investing in T-bills or GSEG, so you have to hold till maturity. Available at RBI retail platform. So RBI has got, if you go to RBI website, they have got a RBI retail platform. You can go there, do your KYC with PAN number and Aadhaar card. You can invest that money. Then comes one of the beautiful avenues in this fixed income plan, that is NCD. The NCD is just like a very thrilling. You'll have to be very careful. It is almost like investing in equities, my dear friends. So non-convertible debentures. What is non-convertible debentures? Everybody is very important. Non-convertible. You cannot convert into equity. Then debentures. Company takes loans or money from you as a debt. It can be convertible. Convertible means what? Shares. And then it should be secured also. Secured, unsecured. Unsecured NCDs are there. Secured NCDs are there. Secured means what? It is security against their property. So company ka plant and machinery, land, everything. So based on which, so they are securing it and giving it back. So company might be taking series 1, series 2. So basically, if you go to NSDL website, you can find it. They have got ISN number. So with this ISN number, you'll have to correlate it when the NCDs are issued. What is the coupon rate? Coupon rate means basically interest rate for how many years? Typically, it will be 7 years or 10 years. So these are all the basically non-convertible debentures. And you have to see the two keywords, whether it is non-convertible. Convertible means आपका जो पैसा है वो convert करके equity नहीं बनेगा. So that will remain as debentures only. So I'll tell in Tamil also, Tamil audience, convertible debentures means உங்களோட படம் equity, that is share மாறாது. So that is convertible debentures. Share மாறிட்டா convertible debentures. Non-convertible means it cannot be converted into equity. So non-convertible, NCD. The second thing is that secured. Secured means what? They are securing against plant and machinery and property of the company. You have to see. The third thing about the NCD is you will have to see the ratings. ICRA, CRISIL. So these are all the rating agencies. So these rating agencies, what they have given? AA, AAA. So whether it is stable or unstable, BBB, AAA. So it is at the time of issuance only they are saying that what is the ratings. So we have seen in the past how the companies, those who are given AAA, gone to dust also. So I'm not saying. So but still in the issuance rate you have to see, and they are giving you very good returns also. For example, I will say very safest option. Few days back, our Minister of Road Transport, he has announced NHAI bonds. NHAI bonds are very good bonds. They are AAA rated. Likewise, many companies, reputed companies are there. They are also issuing NCDs. So from that NCD, there is monthly payout, yearly payout, half-yearly payout, quarterly payout. So it is somewhat higher than the bank rates and all other rates which we have discussed. It is risky but lucrative investment options. So it is from 1 to 10 years and typical returns are 6 to 10%. Liquidity high to low. So in market like stocks, you can trade and it is tradable. Tradable means you can buy and sell in stock market. If you got a demat account, you have to be very careful in identifying the ISN number with the corresponding BSC code or NSC code. Then you have to go and invest, my dear friends. Be very careful. If you want any kind of assistance, you can just in the description box, contact is given. You can come back to me. It can be purchased if you got a through demat, and need to be careful, understand the secured and unsecured ratings of the issuing company. I hope, my dear friends, I have covered top 10 investment avenues. Yeah, one more slide is there. See, I just got up. And liquid overnight mutual funds. These are all the very basic, madam. Basic mutual funds, liquid mutual funds. You can park your excess money even for one day also. you can take like from bank, but of course T+1, T+2, those settlement days you have to wait. But liquid mutual funds are one of the best one, better than the, don't keep anything lying in savings bank account more than what you need urgently. But you can invest in liquid overnight or mutual funds. It starts from 1 day onwards, basically 6 to 6.5. It may go down when the interest rates are going down. High on liquidity, immediately just to click, you will come back. So you can invest through distributors, you can invest through portals, can be bought through mutual fund. No demat required, no demat is required, so that is a good option. Active debt mutual funds, 1 day onwards. So this is also, first is liquid mutual fund, then is debt funds. These debt funds invest in the money market investments, other like I said, NCDs, bonds, and then government treasury bills. They have got some kind of asset allocation. They will do it for you. They will be giving somewhere around 6.5 to 7%. It is also high on liquidity, but exit loads are applicable, depend on the tenure and market movements. And again, I have repeated liquid mutual funds. So the top liquid and overnight mutual fund, it's because of love over liquid mutual funds, I have repeated twice. So 1 day onwards, 6.5 to 7%, high on liquidity, no exit load. It's a very good option, my dear friends. Then target maturity funds. These are all the rare kind of funds. Very few mutual fund houses have got. 2 months to 10 years you have got. They provide 6.75% to 7.25%. Daily NAV, good returns if held till maturity. So you can target it 10 years, 5 years. And if you hold it for up to the maturity period, it's a very good return you are going to get. And some fluctuations in the interim, you don't get disheartened by the fluctuation during the interest rate fluctuations between the period. So on the whole, these targeted maturity funds are also very good. So it starts from 2 months to 10 years. And then market linked debentures. So debentures also very good avenue. 1 to 2 years options are there. 8 to 9%. Tax arbitrage, high on liquidity. That is a, and then STCG is applicable from FY24 onwards. So up to this year there is no tax. From next year, short-term capital gains is applicable. And debt AF, that is alternate investment funds. Debt. This is only for the high net worth individuals, my dear friends. Tenure is 5 years, 12 to 15%, minimum 1 crore investment. For the non-corporate, it is around 40 lakhs also it starts from. But most of the companies like finance companies, like asset management companies, they start with 1 crore and low tax efficiency, no liquidity, and why I'm going back. So only for the HNIs, high net worth individuals. So debt, if you are on HNI, so definitely you should also consider for debt AF, because it gives a very good return of 12 to 15%. There will be dedicated fund manager for you, relationship manager for mutual fund asset management company. They will give you all the details. If you want to know more about details about, you can always contact me. And I'm going to provide you bonus information. So these are all the highly technical one. You need to have basic again and again. If you want to have knowledge about it, go through this video again and again, again and again, again and again. So these are all the, I'll recap: bank FDs, corporate FDs, post office FDs, senior citizen savings scheme, PPF. Then comes Mahila Samman's saving certificate, RBI bonds, G-Sec T-bills, NCDs. We have discussed in detail. Liquid mutual funds, active debt funds, and then targeted mutual funds, market linked debentures, debt AF for HNIs. And I am giving you bonus information on annuities. Why did you consider annuities? Annuities provide a lifetime of income, a defined income. There are two things. One is that living short. For living short, it means early death, we take insurance plans, right? So if a person, say our average life expectancy is 70 years, if he dies somewhere at the age of 50 or 55, still he has got liability of his home front as a head of the family. He may have to perform. In his absence, if his family gets lump sum amount, that is insurance amount. But if a same person lives too long, that is up to 90 years or 95 years, he himself becomes facing the risk of too long because he has to fund his living, isn't it? So the opposite of insurance is annuities, I would say. In one way, it is an opposite of insurance. In insurance, early death, then for living too long, it is annuities. Annuities nothing but pension. My dear friends, aftermath of this 2004, the new pension scheme, of course, some states have brought an old pension scheme. I don't know whether it is sustainable or not, but that is a political decision. It will affect their economy also. I believe that it will go soon in one way or other. But 95% of people, except those who are in uniformed service, those who are joined after 2004, that is almost 20 years service, those who are got in central government and in some state government, I'm sorry, some in PSUs after 2009 and 10, they do not have defined pension benefit. What is defined pension benefit? Supposing if a person of central government retires, he used to get that whatever the last pay scale, 50% of that pay scale he would get as pension. Some people get full pension also. So full pension means basic, DA they will be getting for their lifetime. Whenever DA is revised, they will also get revision as dearness relief. This is called defined pension scheme. After 2004, what government has done? Defined the contribution, whereas my contributions towards my pension remains constant, but whereas wherever I am getting pension, that is not constant. That is going to be based on the interest rates, right? So based on the interest means once you enter that interest rate, that will remain constant for your life. Supposing if I got a pension corpus of 1 crore rupees today, if I am retiring, I will be getting, supposing 6.5% means, so I will be getting 6.5 lakh per annum pension for lifetime, right? So that is going to be that is called new pension scheme. So these monies are invested in market, they will be getting. This is for the government employees, those who are joined new pension scheme. There are two schemes are there, tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 2 is there. Tier 1 is employer contribution and employee contribution is there. In tier 2, it's a voluntarily we have to invest in it. It's a very good option. But that is for those who are in government and then those who are aware of it. But what about the others? What about the small business owners? What about the MSMEs? What about the normal employees? For them, no pension. So are they going to be dependent? Are they going to be dependent on the rental income? Rental income, my dear friends, I will say that it provides yield is only 2%, not more than that. So in that case, what we have to do? We have to build annuities. Annuities nothing but pension. There are two kinds of annuities are there. Immediate annuity. Immediate annuity is that supposing you got a big lump sum. Today you invest that money, you get a constant income stream from deposit of that money. A certain amount, 10 lakhs means, as I said earlier, 10 lakhs every year I will be getting somewhere around 6 to 6.5 lakhs till my lifetime. So example is that LIC's Jeevan Akshay. Current rate of interest varies from 5.8 to 8.3% depend on age. So that is immediately. So you put the money today, from next month onwards you will be getting pension lifetime basis. After you can have joint or single, that I will discuss it later. Then deferred annuity. Deferred annuity is nothing but, supposing you are 40 years today, but you are planning to retire at the age of 60. You have got a 20 years time. Two choices. One is that invest in lump sum today and wait for the later date at a higher rate of interest, right? Otherwise, you put small amount of money till up to 60 years, you get a big corpus, then get the money invested, then you get the money. Annuity. These are two kinds of deferred annuity. In deferred annuity, you invest now but get a higher rate of return after few years or very next year. 1 year deferment also there. Examples, LIC's Jeevan Shanti. current rate of interest starts from 6 to 6%. That is for immediate next year. If you want, next year means you wait for 12 months, 13 month onwards. If you want, depend on age, generally around somewhere around a 6% interest rate. But if you are ready to wait for up to 12 years, that is the maximum period, you have got a chance of getting 12.45% for lifetime also, depend on your age. The both type of annuities like immediate and deferred annuity, you can have it in single as well as joint life. So single life means, supposing if I am getting annuity, that is pension, throughout my life I will be getting pension. Thereafter, that purchase, after my demise, that purchase price, whatever the money I purchase for the pension, that will be returned to the nominee, right? That is single. In case of joint means, after my demise, my spouse or the nominee or the joint holder, technically it is not nominee, joint holder, they will get, he or she will get the same amount of pension up to her or his demise. Thereafter, her nominee or his nominee will get the principal amount or the purchase price plus 5% that will be given to nominee. So this is the LIC's Jeevan Shanti, my dear friends. So if you want to have annuities, that is for the lifelong investment, you should consider annuities from LIC of India, because 65 years of long history is there. It is a stable company, Government of India company. So your funds will be taken care of. I think I have covered fair amount of fixed income and then annuities, my dear friends. I think this video will be very helpful to you. If you got any suggestions, comments, please subscribe, comment and share this video to everyone. Thank you very much for watching. This is prasanthvedgarb. You can come to my website and then for more information you can contact me. This is my website. This is my email ID. You can always contact me. Thank you so much. Bye bye.